Hey guys, it's Leisha.
And Jarrett.
And we are finally getting around to our Q&A that we asked you guys to ask us questions about, I don't know what, almost 3 weeks ago now?
At least, yeah.
It's been a while. So we're finally getting to that. So I'm gonna just jump right in here. Hopefully we can get through all of these in one video, but if it's too long, I'll probably just break this into 2 videos. All right, so the first question, we've already got laughing over here by him. Okay. The first question is, what is your favorite thing to bake? And Jarrett's, I almost said your name wrong. And Jarrett's favorite thing to eat. I would say my favorite thing to bake is definitely bread. I love baking bread. I don't do it a lot, but I absolutely love it. I don't know what there is about baking bread and kneading bread and the rising process and all that, but I absolutely love it. Plus I love eating bread. So it's probably my favorite thing in the world to eat, bread and butter. So, do you need me to repeat your?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to say cookies.
Cookies? Your favorite thing to eat is cookies?
I mean, that's about the one thing that I can't resist, and then when I do, it's...
I'd agree with that. He can eat a lot of cookies.
I mean, I got favorite foods.
Yeah.
But going back to what I can't resist other than you.
Ooh, good.
Is cookies.
Okay. Okay, next question is, what is the one thing you've learned the most from this experience? And I'm assuming that's Weight Watchers. And I would say for me, I think we've been doing Weight Watchers on and off since what, 2010?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the thing that I've learned from the very beginning with Weight Watchers is just portion control. It really helps you learn what kind of a normal portion is, and how much you kind of overeat when you're not really focusing on your portions. So that's the biggest thing that I've learned from doing it. What about you?
That there's definitely keys to success, and that once you stop doing those, you can pretty much guarantee you're going to have at least a lapse, if not a complete failure.
Yeah.
And I've said that in my videos before. It's tracking the points, it's drinking the water. So yeah.
Okay. Okay, next one is, when is your 1-year WW anniversary? And actually that's a good question because I don't know the definitive date. It's what? Like we didn't start January 1st because we don't do the whole New Year's resolution thing. We just ended up starting in January somewhere, like the 1st or 2nd week.
Yeah, like the 16th is in my head.
Just because we were feeling absolutely disgusting after the holidays, and so we ended up starting.
So mid-January.
So yeah, probably mid-January is when we started. So we're coming right up on our 1 year. Okay, next question is, are there any recipes that you gravitate toward after a bad week? Are there any ingredients or dishes that help you get back on track? Maybe cut the sugar cravings. So as far as recipes that I think I personally gravitate towards after, trying to get back on track, it's always something that, I don't know, is more of like a comfort food. So it's something that's going to be, I don't want to say easy to eat, but kind of more similar to what I was eating that was bad, if that makes any sense. So it's kind of an gradual ease back into it.
What would be an example of that?
Probably pizza, I think would be a good example, because the pizza that we make, it's really not very high in points at all, but it tastes really good. It tastes like you're eating something that's bad for you.
Like you're getting that junk food.
Yeah, so it kind of helps me ease back in, because it depends. I either just jump right back in super strict, or I like to ease back in, so kind of depends. As far as any ingredients or dishes, I think I just answered that. Probably pizza. And then to cut sugar cravings, I just eat a lot of fruit. That's kind of my go-to. Right now, it's the little tangerines. What are those called? Halos.
Yeah.
I love those things. They're so sweet. They're kind of like eating candy to me. So this time of year, it's those. In the summer, it's strawberries and grapes.
So I use the frozen fruit and yogurt as a dessert, and that's just across the board. But
For sugar cravings?
Yeah, so that hits the sugar and the ice cream. I will say, and I know this is a known thing, but maybe it's a little underappreciated, is just increasing your water intake.
Yeah.
So when you're feeling a craving or you're feeling hungry, drinking a glass of water and waiting for a bit can really have a positive effect on control.
That's also true with just eating in general. There's like, I think, a 20-minute rule or something that they say give yourself 20 minutes to kind of digest what you've eaten before you go eat something else. And a lot of times you'll find that you're full. So I try to do that, and it does work a lot of times. Okay, next is where did we meet? How old were we when we got married? Are we gonna have more children? And what's your dream vacation for both of you? Where we met, that's always embarrassing for me to say.
Not
Not anymore now, but back when we did. We met on, oh my gosh, what was it, Match.com? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we met on Match.com.
She pursued me.
I did.
Aggressively.
Not aggressively. Goodness gracious. Okay, how old were we when we got married? I was 31. I think that's how old I was when I...
So I'm 43, and we're about to hit our 10 year,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So you're 32. If
I was 32.
33.
That's right. See, I don't even know how old I was. And I will, that's why I was asking you about the pictures. I will put, if I can find one, a picture from our wedding up. Because yeah, we're coming up on 10 years. Are you going to have more children? Absolutely not. Unless they are the four-legged variety.
Puppies.
Puppies. Let's see here. What's your dream vacation for both of you? For me, it's just going back to where we got married, which is Coronado, California. We went there, the 2 previous years before getting married? Mm-hmm. We got married there, honeymoon there. I love it over there. It's beautiful. And yeah, I would like to go back. Now we're on the wrong side of the country for that though, but you know, maybe someday we can get back.
Yeah, and I was stationed there and really enjoyed my time.
You were stationed there for how long?
3.5 years.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say 4.
Yeah, 4 years. Yeah, anytime I vacationed really as an adult, it was going back to San Diego, so that works for me too.
Okay.
I will say outside of traveling, it's nice to like take a vacation and stay home and work on stuff.
Well, pretty much the only vacationing we do now is going cross country to see family.
Or weekend camping.
Or weekend
trips.
camping.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we use pretty much all our vacation time going back home. But yeah, I would like to go to San Diego again someday. Well, Coronado, San Diego, same thing. I guess not same thing, but same area. Next is, how do you support each other's individual weight loss goals? How do you celebrate your victories? Do you work out? What's your favorite quality about each other? As far as supporting each other's individual weight loss goals, I think just the fact that we're both doing this together is kind of support, don't you think?
Yeah.
It helps when you're both doing the same thing.
Well, if you don't diet when I do, I'm not successful.
Yeah, so I think that's really kind of almost the biggest thing, is that we're just doing this together. As far as encouraging him, I try to encourage him to exercise, which is hard for him to do because he's got chronic pain, right? Mm-hmm. But I encourage him to do that because I think that's really helpful. And yeah.
You don't need any encouragement. You're very self-motivated.
With the exercise.
With the food too.
Well, most of the time, not always.
I'm gonna tell you how good you look.
Oh, thanks. That is encouraging.
That's it, whatever weight you're at though. So.
Oh, true. I tell you how good you look too.
Yeah.
And your beard. Okay. How do we celebrate our victories? Okay, I'm gonna be honest about this, and this is exactly what you should not do to celebrate your victories, but I celebrate my victories with basically having something naughty to eat. And you really shouldn't do that. They say that you should, do something that's non-food related, but I have my cheat days every week, and that's kind of how I celebrate that I did well during the week, is I give myself those cheat days. What about you?
This is one thing that that's been brought to my attention recently, that most people don't give themselves any credit at all for anything.
True.
And so I've never been one to do that kind of thing. So to work on that, I've just been acknowledging the fact that I either lost weight or I maintained or I didn't fall completely off the wagon. So in most things we do, even in failure, there's some positives to it.
Yeah.
And so I just try to acknowledge that internally and move on.
Yeah, because you don't really do cheat days.
No.
We don't do the whole, buy yourself something if you've hit a certain weight. And I think we just don't really do that. But yeah, mine is really probably just food that I don't eat during the week. Do you work out? Yes. Pretty much every day for me. I walk the hill behind our house, or in front of our house, I guess. I hike and I do the elliptical. And I do one or multiple things pretty much every day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's very rare that you don't do something.
Yeah. I mean, for me, and I always say this, it's like the exercise isn't just for weight loss. It makes me feel good, psychologically. Just makes me have a better headspace. And I also do it a lot because I just want to be healthier. It's not all just related to weight loss. What about you?
I walk the hill.
Okay. I want to get into strength training though. I keep telling him that we need to do that and we just keep not doing it, but there's only so many hours in the day, I guess. What's your favorite quality about each other?
You go first.
Well,
I can't wait to hear this.
I was gonna say there's so many. It's hard to pin them down. No, he does have a lot of good qualities. I think my favorite quality about him is just how sweet he is, though. You're just very sweet. And he's very thoughtful. He's always thinking of other people, and yeah. Good luck with me.
Well, my favorite thing and the thing that works is how patient you are with me.
Oh, am I patient?
Until you're not.
Yeah, that's true.
But you're more patient than you're not.
Oh, well, that's good to know. I wouldn't call myself a very patient person. So
I mean, I would not want to live with me, which is a true statement.
You would not want to live with me?
No, I don't like living with myself, so.
Oh, well, I like living with you.
Well, good.
So I guess that we're a good match then, huh?
Yeah. I mean, that's more of why things work. I mean.
True. I mean.
You're thoughtful.
I try to be thoughtful. I would say thoughtful over patient. That is interesting that you say patient because I'm very not a patient.
Well, that's the most important, I think, key to success.
Is patience?
Well, and you take really good
Yeah.
care of me. I mean, you kind of spoil me a little too much. And when I say spoil, it's, taking care of the house and the domestic side of things when we didn't have any sort of conversation about that.
Yeah.
And that's rare, I think, in this day and age.
And then I cook for you a lot, which can be bad or good.
Well, that's part of the domestic side of it.
The baking I do is maybe not a good thing, but anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you. Okay, I had to take a break, and now we have a snuffling dog out here. So if you hear weird noises, it's Bella. Okay, out of all your recipes on YouTube, what is your top 3 favorite in order? That's very hard for me because I have a lot of recipe videos on here.
And is it Weight Watchers or just recipes?
Well, I think it could be anything. So if we're gonna go with just anything, not Weight Watchers.
Black Forest ham cake.
Yes. Black Forest ham. Black Forest. That would probably be number 1, is the Black Forest cake.
Pizza.
Yeah, we'll go number 2, pizza, the Weight Watcher pizza. So we'll just mix it up a little bit.
Brisket.
I would say anything that he smokes would be in that list because, and I don't know. I mean, I almost think I like the salmon better than the brisket now.
When it's done right, it's hard
good.
to beat the salmon.
And that's totally Weight Watcher friendly too.
As
So-
healthy as you can get when you're smoking something.
So yeah, that a little mix of everything. I mean, we really do enjoy
mean,
Weight Watcher stuff. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, good Lord, there's so many we're probably not even close.
Yeah, but that's just what's popping in our head. But
Yeah.
yeah, the Weight Watcher stuff, I enjoy almost as much. Well, I don't want to say as much, but pretty close to a lot of other stuff because it's just good most of the time.
Well, there's some that's absolutely true of.
That you can't even tell that it's Weight
I
Watchers.
mean, like the pizza, it's just homemade pizza. It's
Yeah.
not Weight Watchers pizza.
Yeah. Next is, what's your favorite holiday tradition and recipe? Okay, The recipe one's going to be hard for me too because I have a lot of favorite holiday.
Your favorite holiday
Recipes.
recipe is your salad because
Is my pea salad.
we have it for every holiday.
Okay, so I will say that my favorite is probably my pea salad, followed by his mother's rolls.
Yeah. In fact, we could just have a holiday meal of your salad
With-
and rolls,
with
and I
just-
would be a happy man.
Yeah, me too. So is that yours then too? Okay, and then holiday tradition, we don't really, do we have holiday traditions?
Well, we camp. We
For-
try to camp for Thanksgiving,
Thanksgiving,
and so when that works out, I really enjoy that.
that is kind of a tradition, yeah. We try to go every Thanksgiving camping now that we're over here. For Christmas though, I mean, other than just decorating and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we have some really cool decorations. We have a room. We're blessed enough to have a room just for
for
Christmas.
yeah.
And I really like getting out all because we have a lot of ones that aren't on the tree.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a video showing most of them.
Yeah, I think I did a couple years
So
ago.
Christmas, it's just, and then, you know, we talk about the year that we got them, some. You know, some I specifically remember, you know, because they were like Christmas surprises for you.
Yeah, and these are all Hallmark ornaments.
Yeah, so, but I would say any sort of tradition that we try to do is the camping for Thanksgiving.
And I guess the ornaments in and of themselves is a tradition because we try to buy them every year.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
whether it's before or after.
But as far as like
Makes no
doing
difference.
anything for like Christmas or whatever, we're pretty much solo because families
Yeah, we don't.
on the other side of the country, so we
You know,
don't.
when I hear that questions, it's anything like maybe extra effort,
Yeah.
and we just don't. We don't do that.
And another thing, obviously, is along with the recipes, there's a lot of traditional holiday recipes that I like to make every single year.
Yeah.
And
so
most-
those two go hand in hand, huh?
And all those are pretty much from my childhood or your childhood. So, or new ones, like we've been doing the prime rib.
Yeah.
Smoking prime rib has become sort of a tradition last, 3 years?
Yeah.
Something like that. What is your favorite holiday dessert? Well,
The Black
Black
Forest.
Forest cake.
Yeah.
That stuff is so good. We made that, or I made it
2 years in a row now.
2 years in a row, but I made
Plus
it
other.
and it was gone in like 2 days,
Yeah.
right? It did not last. I'll link that down below.
I think buttermilk pie,
Oh,
because that's a family one.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't do it this year.
Yeah, that's actually the first year we haven't done buttermilk pie
Yeah.
in a very long time. That is a very good one too. See, there's so much good food that it's hard for me to like, narrow it down. Okay, and I think our last one. What is you and Jared's favorite go-to food on cheat days? How did you come about getting Bella? And how old is she? Of all the diet plans, why did you choose WW? Okay, so first thing, cheat days. We pretty much always have Subway on cheat days, right? I mean,
Yeah.
occasionally we'll do sushi. So like this week, we're gonna do sushi. But that's more because it's New Year's, well, celebrating New Year's than anything else. But it's typically Subway. I mean, we're kind of boring. We do Subway every single Friday. And then I don't just do Subway. I will have something with Subway, like fries, and then some kind of a dessert. So I kind of go way beyond what you do, right?
Yeah, I just have Subway and
Yeah.
a bag of chips.
Okay, and then how did we come about getting Bella? Well, that's actually sort of a story because, so I had a bulldog before I met him. And when he passed, I started looking for another one, but I wanted to get a good breeder, to make sure I got as healthy of a dog as I could get. And so I narrowed it down to one breeder. I started contacting him. I was interested in a male, and then you got on, and I can't remember, how did that work? You saw Bella?
Well, he wasn't responding to you.
Oh yeah, he wasn't responding to me,
And
so
so
you
I
texted him.
I texted him versus email or Facebook.
Yeah, because I think I Facebooked him.
And I can't remember if he sent pictures or we just looked again at the website, but I saw Bella and she was really cute.
Yeah,
And so I just said, look how cute
this one.
this one is. And that got you thinking about her.
Yeah, she
Even
was
though you were
cute.
still looking for a male. So we And at the time, so he had three, her and her two brothers
boys, yeah.
that were older. He wasn't able to sell them, or he was having a hard time selling them. So we drove, what, 6 hours, 8 hours?
I think it was like, wasn't it like 12 hours?
Well, it ended up being 12 because there was a forest fire that closed
Yeah.
down the freeway and we had to go around, and it was kind of an adventure.
It was.
Anyway, so we told him, bring all three
And we'll choose.
and we'll choose, because they were going to be the same price. And she came out first and was just so stinking cute. I mean,
Yeah.
her whole body was just a wiggling, and that was pretty much it. And the two boys were just kind of sitting there.
Yeah.
And so we were like, we'll take her.
Yeah. So that's how we got her. We've had her for, I think, 4 years now. So she's 4.5 roughly. And then of all the diet plans, why did we choose WW? That's a good question.
So we were, we had planned the wedding, and so a couple months earlier, people want to look their best. So I wanted
weight for your wedding.
I wanted to be healthier, and my family, my mother and sister specifically, had used Weight Watchers off and on, and when they were dedicated to it, they were very successful.
Yeah.
And I had done like extreme. My last roommate in the Marine Corps was an amateur bodybuilder, and he had this bodybuilder diet that was just awful, but
Lost weight.
lost tons of weight, felt great, was really strong, but I just couldn't do it because it was so severe. So I was looking for something different, knew that my family was successful on that, and so I did that combined with religious walking.
Oh yeah, you did walk a lot back then.
And then a little funny story, I think, to tease you a little bit, is that you were like, I'm not going to lose weight on this.
Oh, I didn't think I did or would, because
Yeah, she's like, there's no way this is going to work. And so she signed up
I signed up. Yeah.
and was indeed successful.
Very successful, very quickly actually.
And so it was that's the answer to the question.
Yeah.
But then knowing the benefit of the portion control and changing one or two things and getting a much healthier meal have kept it appealing to us, not even for the weight loss per se,
Yeah. Just as a way of life.
just
really.
as a way of life. And now I realize I got huge. I was 290 something. But you've pretty much stuck with it even when we weren't dieting.
Okay, our camera cut off for whatever reason. I don't remember what we were saying. Talking about
Why Weight Watchers
why Weight Watchers.
is, and why we switched from why we chose it to why it's easy to have longevity on it.
Yeah, so basically, I don't remember what all I said, but to sum it up, for me, it's sustainable. So that's why we keep coming back to it and have done it on and off for like 11 years now.
Yeah, 10,
Right.
10, 11 years.
10, 11 years. So, yeah. I think that was it. So, of course, the camera had to cut us off right at the very end.
Yeah, stole the momentum right there
It
at the
did.
end.
Stole our momentum. All right, but that was it, like I said, unless I've missed something. Thank you guys so much for asking questions. What?
Obviously, we're going to get feedback in the comments. But I would be curious how people receive this, and if it's something that people would want us to do
More-
on occasion.
More Q&As in the future. Yeah, let us know, I guess, in the comments if this was something you guys enjoyed or if you want us to do any more in the future.
It's fun to find
yeah.
out about people.
It is. Well, I had fun doing it, actually. Just, if my camera wouldn't have cut off, that would have been nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Happy New Year to you all. This is New Year's Eve right now, right?
Yes.
So, Happy New Year. And yeah, we will see you on the next one.